Okay. Then we click this button. And we should be live on YouTube and on a Twitch. Check it. Just got to get the links posted in the Discord. Twitch. Share. Copy URL. Go to Discord. Where is Discord? I have to open my apps. Into. First off, posted into my Discord. And then posted into the Marisa Discord. And then we will go to the YouTube stream. The YouTube stream. The YouTube stream. Hello, Henry. How we doing? How are we doing? I'm going to go over some of your matches tonight, too. So you're one of the viewers in the title that's getting match analysis. View your channel. Copy link. And we'll post the YouTube stream in the Discord too, just in case people want to watch there. Did that say message deleted? Message retracted. Did you realize good night? He deleted it by mistake. I was like, why did he delete his message? It was like, for a second there, I thought Streamlabs bot, the cloud bot, was getting nuts again and was just like deleting messages because it's sick with power. It's trying to take over like Skynet. Oh yeah, you just highlight 3 dots and then remove. I mean, I could put user in timeout. Should I time you out? Sick with power. Mad with power. He's mad with power. He's mad with power. Sick. Also, I figured out my issue. You know, last stream, Twitch chat wasn't showing up. I figured that out now. And what was going on was, or what I can fix, or what I figured out, was I just had to relink my Twitch account because I changed my name from like what it was when I was just like, you know, a lonely little lurker guy. And I changed it to, you know, Zach Henke now. And then I had to relink it. I had to disconnect it from Twitch, disconnect it from the plugin I'm using on OBS, and then just reconnect it on both. And now the Twitch chat shows up as well. So like, for example, if I just log into Twitch, you should actually be able to see this message on the screen now. So if I just like go into my chat and I'm like, hello, stream. Come on, type please. Hello, stream. You should see that on the screen. See? Look at that. Is back. How about that? Okay, so plan for the stream. Because do I look like a guy with a plan? Yeah, I do actually look like a guy with a plan. At least today. Yeah, it is actually a really easy fix. Although I had to Google it and read some forum posts and all that fun stuff, because that's where you find the answer to everything on the internet, is random 3-year-old forum posts. But plan for the streams, I want to go over some of these like change lists or things that I want to see from season 4. And I also want to do some viewer match analysis for the people I didn't get to in the last stream, because I kind of had to cut it a little bit short. So I think I'm just going to start by jumping into training mode. And we'll kind of get into it. Why was I... Never mind why I'm controlling it's probably just from the tier list video. Also, that tier list video is freaking popping off. Am I multi-streaming right now? I am multi-streaming right now. I'm live on Twitch. And actually, that should be a good point. I have been posting my Twitch link in the description of this video, but I am live on Twitch right now as well. And let me see how I can do this. What's the best way to go about doing this? YouTube. Let me go to my channel. So, let me edit the description here. Can I do this? Can I do this live? But yeah, I usually try to multi-stream. I always multi-stream. Maybe it doesn't let me. Follow me on Twitch, it says. Command V. Okay, there we go. Save. And now, if you reload the page, that should be in the description. But yeah, I always try to multi-stream. Why does it think I'm playing League of Legends? What the heck? What? What? The description, okay, YouTube is drunk, thinks I'm playing League, I guess. But anyway, so I'm going to go over this. I'm going to go over change list. Just let me do this. Gaming, yeah. But this is, in fact, Street Fighter 6 is the game that I'm playing. Save. And now we go back again, and hopefully the description does not say I'm playing League. I've never played League in my life. Okay, good. Now it knows I'm playing Street Fighter 6. Sick. Sick. Okay, so let's get this show on the road. So I'm going to try to clip this. So I'm going to do YouTube stuff a little bit here. Just because, again, inspired by Ludwig. You work with a guy that has 7 million subscribers and is one of the biggest streamers on Twitch. And he says, hey, you know, you do the content funnel and stream and record your videos from there. And you go, you know what? I'll try it. So I'm going to try to record this. Howdy, 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 back at it again. Today's video is going to be a little bit of a Season 4 wish list. Things that I would like to see change about this character or buffed about this character. Really going to go into 3 categories, which is 1, buffs that I think we could possibly get. The types of changes that we could possibly get. I don't like this at all. I'm going to retake that. That was awful. That was awful, man. This is the hardest part about recording stuff. So, howdy, 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 back at it again. Today's video is going to be a Season 4 Marisa buff wish list. You know what? We're not doing that. So, this video is going to be a wish list for Season 4. I'm going to break this down to like 3 categories. The first being buffs that I think could happen. Okay. The types of changes that I think are possible. Maybe we don't get these exact things, but I think that stuff like this could happen. Quality of life changes that I don't think will happen, because if they were going to happen, they would have happened already. And then things that I think are never, ever going to happen at all. And thank you for the follow, by the way. I appreciate that a ton. So what are some buffs that I think could happen? So the first thing that I think is totally possible is this towards medium punch. Let me make him not do this. Reversal after damage. I don't want him to jump. So this towards medium punch got buffed last season, or this last balance patch. This is +2 on hit. I think a possible change that they could do is make this +3 on hit. That would make this +7 on punish counter or off of drive rush, which would of course allow a link into stand medium punch. So it would allow something like that, which is nice. The main reason that would be good is against stuff like Ken sweep, which is only -10. So, like, if you block Ken sweep from here, there wasn't a whole lot you could do. You have to do this towards medium punch. You don't really get a huge combo on it. So, like, if I block Ken sweep, I get that, which is 2280, and I can't really cash it out at all because I can't extend this combo. Like, I can't do that. This whiffs because he's crouching. So, like, if I want to route this into level 3, for example, it has to be this. And that's just kind of super duper scaled. Right? That's only 4K. And, like, Marisa's the high damage character. So, I think if they were to buff this so that it was more plus, that would allow you to do something like this. And then, like, the minimum you're getting off of this is already 1,000 more damage. Right? And if you, like, block this sweep mid-screen, or even if you block it backed up, you know, you could do something like, what? It would be, you could do something like this. Into level 3, you know, that's almost 6K. So a change like that, making that +3 on hit, I think that's possible. And one of the reasons I think it's possible is because it just sort of fits in with the rest of the buffs she's gotten throughout time. So you think about the buffs she's gotten over the course of this game's lifespan. This launches higher and allows for this to combo. Because when this character came out and this game came out, that didn't work, right? You also couldn't, like, juggle after this target combo. So that buffed her damage too, right? So what else have they done? What other changes have they given her? They've made this. This used to be +2, believe it or not. When this game came out, this was +2. So this was only +6. You couldn't even combo into this. Now her crouch medium kick is +9 on drive rush. So it links into back heavy punch. Okay. So that's kind of a change that I think they could go for. That sort of thing is making this more plus, because what ends up happening is it buffs her damage. And for whatever reason, they seem to think that that's the thing that they need to do to fix this character, is just, let's just grab that damage knob and just see how high we can turn it up, you know? And see if she still sucks, is basically what they're trying to do. Another change that I think they could make, that's sort of something they've already done, is low crush frames. Phalanx can go over lows, so if you don't know, if I just have Ken do like crouch medium kick, and I do a phalanx at the same time, I can jump over the low. Right? So you can just hop over this thing. But you'll notice here, if I'm doing it kind of at the same time, and I'm still getting clipped. So I think in the Season 3 patch, they made it so that heavy phalanx activates low crush properties sooner. Something that I would like to see them do is add that same property to her light and her medium phalanx. Especially light, because this is the one you're using the most often. And you want to use it to go over lights. Or, excuse me, to go over lows. And it would be really good to be like, if you did this close to the same time as them, if this would just win, it'd be great. Like, you see there, I did it like 4 or 5 frames before Ken did his move. If you look at the frame meter, there it was like 2 frames after, and it still goes over. So, like, the heavy phalanx low crush actually kicks in a lot sooner, where I'm not getting counter hit. But on light phalanx, like, you have to do it preemptively, and that kind of blows. Now, why do I think this is something that might happen? I think this might happen, right? I think this might happen because they've pretty much buffed phalanx in almost every patch, right? So what have they all done if you think about it? They've increased the amount of active frames this move has, so it can hit meaty. Right? So this used to only have like 3 active frames, 2 or 3 active frames. And they increased the number of active frames, which effectively gave it more range. Okay? They made it so you can't back rise the punish counter knockdown, because you used to be able to back recover this. So now she gets Godoki off of it if it hits. They made it more plus on block, and they reduced the pushback because they wanted you to think that this was a real thing you could do, even though every character in the game can hold back and walk out of that. In the last patch, they doubled the armor on the OD version. OD is now plus 4 on block. So the main thing is they've touched this in every patch because they know it's not a great move. So I fully expect to see them touch it again. And short of speeding it up or making it so you can't perfect parry it or making the armor better or whatever, I think the thing that I definitely could see them doing is implementing the low crush properties sooner that they've already have on the heavy punch version. Put those on the light. Just put them on the rest of them, basically, but especially light. Last thing that I think they could possibly do would be to decrease the pushback on her crouch medium kick. So right now, this thing is plus 5. And if you hit point blank, like actually point blank, you can link into crouch jab. But if you are like, okay, this is point blank, right? So this will connect. But if I just tap back for like 3 frames, okay, that still works. Let me back up a little bit more, another 4 frames. Okay, that still works. How far away can I get? Another 4 frames. And there, oh, maybe not. Another little bit. There we go. So like if you're barely away from them, like you see this is in no way far away from Ken, I'm too far for this crouch jab to link. Right? And I'm also too far for, I'm not too far for this. That'll work. But it would just be nice if this worked from here, right? If you're like, okay, this is a range where you might push crouch medium kick. If it counter hits, I would like to be able to get a combo here, and preferably to stand medium punch. Like it's plus 7. So just decrease the pushback a little bit so that I get better counter hit conversions here. Because there's a lot of times where Marisa will be like plus, 7 or 8, and what does she press? So, for example, if I land medium demo, and then I do this, right? If I want to catch mashing, like say I think he's going to mash, I can push crouch medium kick, right? And I can, and I can counter hit him. That's good. But what if he just walks back? Right? If he just walks back from here, I don't get a combo. So make it more consistent so that at ranges where I want to push this to counter hit, I can actually punish walk back, right? That's sort of my wish. And I think they could do it because, again, they've sort of touched it in the last couple patches, right? The next category of things, these are quality of life changes that I want to see, but I don't think we will see. Starting with, I want them to do I want them to expand the hitbox on the cross-hip hitbox on this jump light kick. Because it is way too easy to whiff this thing if they're just a little too close. Right? Like this whiffs. And I know you're like, well, most characters' cross-ups will whiff from there. And like, that's true, I guess. But it just feels like this thing is just a little too easy to walk under. Right? Like, if Ken walks under from here, this is just going to whiff. Is just going to miss him. So, like, I would like to see this have a bigger hitbox. Because I don't feel like walking under cross-ups should be, like, the easiest way to anti-air them. You know what I mean? Like, I think you should be like, okay, I walked under, and now they're out of the corner, but maybe you still had to block it or perfect parry it or whatever, To me, it's too free of an option. Something every Marisa and their brother ask for. Can we please make this armor last until the hitbox comes out? Like, if you look at the frame meter, why are there just like 5 random frames where there's no armor there? Or 3 random frames where there's no armor? 5 frames where there's no armor. Look at the OD. The OD does not have that gap. And that's one of the reasons OD is really good, right? Is it's all armor till the hitbox comes out. It's just one of those things where it just makes the move inconsistent. Where you'll react to something, you're like, okay, they did something, I'm going to Gladius it, and then you just get hit out of it, and it just stinks. Okay? It just stinks. Next quality of life change that I really need to see. This should not whiff. Right? Like, towards heavy kick routing here. Can we please just start this up? A patch is coming out on August 3rd, so I would imagine patch notes are in a couple days, which is one reason I'm making this video right now, is because I want to put it out, obviously, before the patch comes out. And then I think, was this throughout that Ludwig did at the show match, and it dropped? It was something like this, wasn't it? So yeah, we're in like a couple within a week. What was the combo? Okay, 1 second, folks. Let me pull up. I have to find it. I don't know what game it was. But it was Ludwig versus Tyler 1 Evo. Let's just do screen capture then too, I guess. Safari, YouTube. Okay, so there was a spot in here, if I can find it. And this is either the first or second game that Tyler won. That Tyler won. But I'm trying to find the exact. Of course, my internet is being super duper slow because I'm streaming and trying to watch a video. Come on. Okay, I'm going to pause the recording just to, because I don't have to edit this out. Okay, cool, finally. Okay, definitely after this. No, Ludwig went all this one. Dude, I was so freaking excited when all this happened. Like, I'm not kidding, dude. I was so excited when all this happened. Watching this was so fun live. Okay, it was one of these games. Well, no, because he went up 6-0. He went up 6-0, so it would have to be later. Okay. Might have been the last game then. Okay, now that was this one, where he just throws it away. Okay, so it must be game 7 then. Must have been game 7 then. I do believe. Okay, I'm just trying to see what the route was. Ludwig 6-1, second round. So that's the one I'm watching right now, right? Because I just need to see what this combo was. Because somebody said this was consistent, that this always dropped. And I'd never seen it drop. Yikes. Medium, OD. Nah. Okay. I'd never seen that drop before. So let me look at it now. Let's do punish counter. This connects, right? So is that just like he's a little too far away? Is like here? I still have no idea how the heck that happened. Unless he didn't end up doing heavy Gladius, but I can't imagine that he didn't do heavy Gladius. Maybe he just did light Gladius. Maybe that's what happened. Well, I don't know. Regardless, this crap should never drop. I mean, if you don't do heavy Gladius, it does, right? But I mean, I agree. I agree with that, I think. Okay, well, yes, I am on Twitch. What are we typing double question marks in the Twitch chat for? What are you typing double question marks in the Twitch chat for?
I don't have time to play.
So, regardless, I just want them to find a way so that situations like this just don't happen. Because, like, this would not happen to Akuma or Sagat or pretty much any other character. Would just be able to actually, you know, hit that. So I'm not quite sure why Marisa can't. I just feel like that shouldn't happen. Oh, yeah, yeah. That's cool. I was just wondering if you were like, does this guy reading? I mean, you know, is this guy reading YouTube chat? Does this guy see Twitch chat? But no, I mean, I can't make that happen, so I don't know what's going on. Because it looks like he did heavy Gladius to me there. And I never taught Ludwig to do any strength of Gladius other than heavy Gladius there, so I'm not sure. Maybe he delayed it or something? I have no idea. I have zero clue, but that doesn't super duper matter. So I want to see that stuff get patched out. I want them to figure out a way so that, please, for me, it's just speed up the cancel of level 3. So, like, do what happens like when a character hits a DP and they freeze in the air when you cancel to level 3. Just do that. That's it. Like, that's all we need to do. Or speed up the cancel. One of those two things. Okay. Please just fix that. I don't think they will, because if they were going to, they would have already. But a guy can dream. And then I think something I'm going to put in the category, the last category here is going to be quality of life changes that literally just won't happen. So number one is going to be, can we please revert this? So if you don't know, if you weren't around in Season 1, this used to just absorb the armor. Marisa was plus 14. She could do back heavy punch into OD Quadriga. And was completely unscaled, and she just got a crap ton of damage from it. Now, it breaks armor and is plus 2, and she gets a really crappy mix-up. So reasons I think it's fine to revert this. Number one, this move is not great. Okay, yes, it has frame 3 armor. Yes, you can react to DI. But it gave her something in Burnout that made her a little bit better than the average character. I understand they're pretty consistent with not wanting unscaled combos off of 3-frame DI counters. Like, this was the only one in the game that did that. I think they're okay with it on Gladius because the armor on Gladius is like 1 frame slower. I think that's kind of what they're going for. Okay. That's kind of what they're going for. Is, oh, this is slow, and that's why it's okay that Geef, for example, and because I know people always are like, well, I don't think it really is apples to apples. I've seen some Marisa players compare or complain that Viper has something like this. Oh, yeah, it used to be really, really good, Henry. It used to be super, super good. I've seen some Marisa players complain that Viper has something like this. You know? And she can sort of do that, but, like, this doesn't really give her a full combo. At least not as far as I can tell. She can't dash cancel it after this. Right, I'm trying to dash cancel. You can see that. It doesn't come out. Right, so I've seen some, like, Marisa players complain that that is similar. Or, where's Geef? There he is. Or, like, Geef stand heavy punch. Right? But, again, this is a knockdown. This is much more similar to Gladius. Also, again, this armor starts on the 4th frame, not the 3rd frame. Which is a pretty significant difference between that and Scutum. So that's, I guess, what I would say is this is faster, which is, I think, why they nerfed it. And it led to unscaled damage. Like, it was really, really strong. But I would have preferred to see them just nerf the combo. Yeah. I mean, I think what they say is like, oh, well, she can already Gladius. And then you can cancel this Gladius into level 3. So I think that's why they felt okay removing it. For me, I would either like it to be some sort of special stun where I can, like, combo into overhead, or I can combo into command grab or something, or just make this like +4. You know, just make it like it was before, except don't make it +14, make it +4, and then I can just do like crouch jab into it, or make it +7 or something, so that I don't get like the super good back heavy punch punish counter. Because what would happen, right, is you'd armor through it, and then this move would hit punish counter, and you could go like, I guess in season 1 it was this was the optimal combo. It was like boom, boom, boom. Oh my goodness. Charge that one and then do this. I think that was the optimal combo in season 1. So they didn't want you getting like 7k plus whatever white health, you know, they'd eaten. And like, I understand that. But I think if the alternative was just that, like, you could only get this, you know, I mean, that's like a 600 damage nerf. And mid-screen, you know, you're losing quite a lot. I think it's something like this, right? It's like boom, boom, boom. You know? So I don't know. But I would like to see that come back. And then the last thing that I would love to see, but I know we'll never get, is make this puppy 6 frames, please. Please just make this 6 frames. So if this were 6 frames, it would allow 3 big things. So number 1, it would punish drive reversal, right? If stand medium was 6 frames, it would punish drive reversal. That would be huge, right? Because you would get a much easier combo. It probably, you know, wouldn't do a whole lot more damage, I think. Okay, let's just see. So the combo you get currently, I'm just going to go meterlessly. Like the normal combo you do is that, which is 2480. The combo you get if this was 6 frames, well, you would be able to link it into itself on punish counter. So you'd be able to go like that. So that'd be like boom, boom, boom. 2870 would be your Oki ender. So you get like 400 more damage. Where it would really shine, though, would be corner punish, right? So like right now, I think if you want to cash out, it's probably this. 3548. It would look like, what, like this, I think? And I would have another bar there, but it wouldn't really matter. So that'd be almost 1,000 more damage. That'd be really strong, right? It would fix her drive reversal punish. It would allow her to use this as a meaty option a lot more, because this would just link into itself. So you could just do like drive rush, medium punch, and then if it hits, you go into the medium punch charge combo. And then if it was blocked, you'd be +3, and you could frame trap with medium punch target combo. So it would be kind of this really easy bake offense option, which is maybe why she can't do it. But this would become a million times better, right? And then lastly, and probably most importantly, honestly, if medium punch was 6 frames, it would link from counter hit crouch light punch. So you'd be able to interrupt strings like this, and you'd actually be able to super turn rounds around. Because you could even do stuff like that and get like side switches, or, you know, this into huge combos or whatever. I think that would be kind of incredibly strong. It would shore up her defense. It would give her better damage on drive reversal. It would make her Oki a little bit better, right? Like, there's so many times right now where if I land like a Gladius or something like this, everybody wants to go like that. And that's good because it lets you link into this. Boom, boom. Perfect. But on block, it's only +1, and you don't really get much. And it kind of can lose the DI if you mistime it. Whereas like this doesn't give you throw pressure, but it would give you a better like strike option. So it would sort of be that, you know, trade-off, right? Where you could decide, hey, do I want to do the thing that's a little less plus but leaves me in throw range? Or do I want to do the thing that's a little more plus but lets me chip them away? That's sort of how I think about it. Hopefully that was interesting. As always, have a good time. There, so that's like the bones of one YouTube video right there. Or of a YouTube video right there. I don't know what y'all think. Agree, disagree. Things you think I'm an idiot, you're like, you know what, dude, you're an idiot. That none of those are good ideas. I would change this. Anything y'all would change? About Marisa. Any ideas? Okay, let me just block the spamming. There we go. And let's just ban that. Yup. Okay. There we go. Thank you, Fargate. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry, I was just removing a frickin'. Yeah, Broski, I think, is a little mental. I think as a Marisa player, that feels like that'd be really fun, you know? But I don't know. Part of me sort of agrees in the sense of, like, dude, if you're not making a decision by frame 41 of Charged Gladius, like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, neutral jump it, forward jump it, perfect parry it. But I think this would just be such a dumb... I mean, this would be like... I mean, let me put it this way. Now, granted, it doesn't have the same sort of situation. But imagine if Solar Plexus had armor. Like, that would just be dumb, right? And in general, I'm not a huge fan of giving characters stuff that's just really overly centralized. Like, so many Marisa players, myself included, just want to do this in neutral all the time anyway. And if you made it like, oh, I get into this range and then charge Gladius, you know. Also, honestly, I think that just makes it kind of unfun in the sense of, like, if the proc guard doesn't work from here, right? Like, say it only works from, like, up close. All people are going to do is they're just going to be like, oh, I can't walk back. Thank you. Thank you, Fargate. Thank you. Means a lot. I'm glad that was exciting. I'm glad, working with Ludwig actually, like, got some people to see my channel. But what I'm trying to say, Henry, is people would just, like, push crouch medium kick here. And yeah, I actually just finished it, but I can recap some stuff. I just finished it. I'll chop it up and it'll be a YouTube video. I'll try to get that out either tomorrow or Saturday. But basic idea was, and this wasn't even much of a wish list, but make this +3 on hit, so that on punish counter you can link into stand medium, and that would be good for both whiff punishing, because sometimes you want to whiff punish with this. Like, this is 9 frames. And it has really good forward range. So, like, stand heavy punch doesn't hit from there. Towards medium punch doesn't hit from there. I'm not sure which of these has more range, actually. I have to imagine it's stand heavy punch. Yeah, it definitely is. But this has very good range. It's not really any less punishable, to be honest with you. It kind of functions like a heavy. But it's safer to DI. But if this, like, linked into this, it would really help on punishing certain sweeps, which I just think would be nice. Like Chun-Li sweep, Ken sweep, Luke sweep off the top of my head. Because there's certain characters like Ryu, Akuma, Bison, you can punish those sweeps with stand heavy punch. But certain other characters, like, you get, like, nothing if it hits. Another change was just, like, buff this on low crush so that it goes over crouch medium kicks better. Make this easier to combo out of. At the very least, I think this should not whiff at max range, because right now this whiffs at max range. I would like to see them make it so this just doesn't whiff all the time. First, we thought it would be a good idea because a lot of times people just walk back my pressure and punish this guy. I mean, yeah, but, like, that's just a weakness of the move. You know what I mean? So it's like, if people are just walking back out of your pressure, right, then just do other stuff. Like, I know that sounds like, I don't know if that sounds mean, but, like, if you're doing this at a range where people can walk back out of it, do this, or do this, or do this, or walk up and do this, or that. Like, there's a million other things you could do if people are walking back out of Gladius. Even this, I think, doesn't suck as an option against people walking back, right? Yeah, the thing about this crouch medium kick drive rush is it just, like, it just sort of, like, it feels like it's not supposed to whiff here. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Like, it feels like it's not supposed to whiff there. So it would be great if it didn't. It would be great if it didn't. And then there were some other things that are, like, quality of life. Like, obviously, like, all the spots where Gladius into level 3 whiff, I wish didn't happen. This, I wish it didn't break armor anymore, but yeah, and again, it's not quite the same because solar plexus is forward advancing and plus on block, but moves that glue you to the floor aren't really fun. And for example, like, she already has some moves that do have some good procs guard. So I'm just gonna have Ken neutral jump and walk back. So, like, her stand heavy kick has proximity lock from pretty far away. And you see I'm doing this from pretty dang far away. So, like, if you want to glue him to the floor, you can. No big deal. Her charged sweep also has some pretty hefty proximity guard. So, like, she has plenty of things you can do. Excuse me. She has plenty of things that you can do if you just want them to not walk back. Now, I do think that this should probably have some more prox guard as well. Like, it's 23 frames. And you see it does have some proximity block, like, right at the end, right before it hits. But Thing's proxy guard probably doesn't kick in. I'd have to look at like a hitbox viewer. But I think this probably doesn't kick in to like frame 20 or something. If this kicked in on like frame 14, I think I'd be happy. It doesn't. I don't need it to, glue him to the floor as soon as I charge it. But it would be nice if this was a little harder to walk out of, just for comparison's sake. That's kind of similar to like Alex's. What if the charge strikes charge quicker? Not Gladius, but any other. That's a change they've actually made a couple times. But just for point of reference, Alex also has a 23 frame charge sand heavy punch. And it doesn't have enormous proximity lock. But if you're close, it pretty much locks them as soon as he pushes heavy punch. Turn down the proximity block on the 2MKs in this game. Yeah, I don't know. It's tough. Part of me is just still Street Fighter V brain, so I always think that crouch medium kick should have less range. I don't actually use a Twitch. Should we tell you if there's a bot in Twitch chat? Yes, that'd be great. First time chatter banned. There we go. That's what I'm doing. Okay. Yeah, sometimes I don't see all the chat. I'm sorry. I need to get a better layout. But anyway, I actually don't use a stick. I'm using a. Thank you, Yobani. Thank you. So the reason I actually don't use stick. I use a PlayStation pad. I just use a DualSense. Actually, now I have a DualSense Edge because I heard that the D-pad was better. Personally, I haven't actually noticed that the D-pad is any better. So if you're thinking about buying a new PS5 pad and you're like, ooh, I can get just a normal DualSense or the DualSense Edge, just get the normal DualSense because the DualSense Edge D-pad is, to my hands, it's identical. So I guess that's what I would say is that seems a little bit like a waste of money. Yeah, in the 2MKs in that game had no range, Cozy. So, like, the 2MKs in SF5 really had, like, zero range. There were no throw loops, at least after, like, Season 3, they finally killed them all. Yeah, I like pad, I started fighting games kind of late. I have a stick and I have a hitbox, but I'm a pad player at heart. But no, so like SF5, here, let me show you like what an SF5 crouch medium kick looks like. Here. This is a good answer. This is very Street Fighter V crouch medium kick. Right? Like, this feels like a very Street Fighter V level crouch medium kick. Whiffing from here. It cancels. But the problem in SF5 was the game at the top level just devolved into, like, fishing for crouch medium kick. Because you could single hit confirm these things. You could just, like, put the bot on random, and you could just only cancel this on hit. And just not cancel on block. For later, any tips on Marisa versus Lily matchup? Lily's 2 HP is too strong to fight. Honestly, I sort of just play like a wingnut. Season 1, I thought it wasn't that bad. But then they added Wake Up Drive Reversal, and I never really learned how to play the matchup again. Because to me, the reason Lily struggles is if she has trouble getting this up. But against Marisa, there's not a whole lot of options. So I think Quadriga, probably light kick Quadriga, is not a bad option just to dissuade her from throwing this out. That would, I guess, be my advice or my thoughts. is try to occasionally use a light kick quad to catch this thing. Because otherwise she just charges for free and it's no good. I guess that's what I would say about that. Okay, so I want to take a look at some viewers. So if y'all don't know, on Monday, and I plan on doing this maybe like once a week, I did a bunch of match analysis for viewers. And what I did was people would just submit stuff. But I kind of cut the stream a little bit short on Monday. Let me remove some of these. No, I actually don't want to remove these because I wanted to look at those matches again. So I cut the stream a little bit short. So these were some people that I did not get to. I got 3 people that I didn't get to. If anybody wants to fill one of these things out, I do have a link. One of these is Henry, who's in the chat right now. But I do have like a Google form. That's, let me post that there too. That I do have. So people can, you know, request analysis. But normally I don't want to do this twice in a week. Hello, Hera. Normally I don't want to do this twice in a week. But there you go. I posted it. It's in chat. So normally I don't want to do this twice in a week, but I realized that Monday or Tuesday or whenever I stream next is going to be like right when Yasmin comes out. So the stream is just going to be breaking down her stuff. So the stream is just going to be breaking down her. And also it's going to be a new patch, so none of the replay data is going to be carried over. So I figure, hey, let's do this. Let's start with Henry just because Henry's in chat. So this was game 1, game 2, game 3. Okay. Okay, so game 1, we're 1400. We're playing a 1400 Terry. Mr. Ho-Oh, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. Okay, we get clipped by the Burn Knuckle. I don't think this is terrible to play here. I don't think this is a bad range just because Terrys at this level do tend to try to throw out crap like this. I think if you just hold back, if you just keep walking back here, you can whiff punish this pretty easily. So that's something to note. You push jab, I'm not sure why. Okay, parry the fireball, that's fine. This is negative, but it sets up a spacing trap. So that's something you have to know. That's just kind of a knowledge check thing. So you can, there's a couple options against this medium punch, heavy punch. You cannot DI, I don't think this works. Okay, I don't think you can react in DI. That's saying punish counter, so if you notice they're always doing it. I think the top player answer to this is to see this, is to see the second hit and try to perfect parry it. That's like the top player. Thank you, Hera. Cool. Thank you for Marisa content. It's drastically improved my game. Thank you for engaging with it, because that's the whole reason that you make content like this, is to help people. So when people say, hey, this is helpful, that makes my day. So thank you. Okay, so the top player answer to this is like, let's try to perfect parry it. As you can see, I'm no good at this. I think probably, you know, there's some answers you can't check it here. You could do like OD Scudum or OD Gladius if you wanted to. But the main thing is just learning what buttons you can push after. Towards medium here. Towards medium after you block this is a pretty good option. Right? It's going to catch pretty much anything that he does. It should trade with his 4-frame jab. But as a layer 1 thing for you to do, you block this TC, either, like I said, either train this so that you're like the professional and you can perfect parry it and get a huge punish, because that's just a punish, right? Like, that's what you should be trying to do if you're like, okay, I'm taking this game super seriously. Then we're going to perfect parry, right? But if you're like, okay, you know what? I blocked it. Let me just take my turn back with towards medium punch. That's kind of our anti-spacing trap button, is towards medium. But you get punish countered. He doesn't even do the cool timing thing. Fantastic. Careful waking up with this. I think this is a habit that a lot of Marisas at this level have. And a lot of people, just a lot of Marisas in general. It's like, this is my only option. So you just wake up with it. But like, man, all he has to do is throw you here. And now you're screwed, right? So like, just be careful doing that. Make sure it's a decision and not a habit. That's what I try to tell people. Make sure it's a decision and not a habit. Okay. Okay. I liked that punish until the ending. Okay. Now, granted, you have plenty of time to react to this, and you're not going to be late, right? So you don't have to spend all that bar. You can just do this and do that, and you're golden. But you're like, I'm not sure if I have enough time, so I'm going to default to heavy kick. That's great. That's perfectly fine to do. Now we're going to do drive rush, boom, boom, boom. But I don't like the way you end this thing, okay? So there's a couple kind of oaky options that you have here. Charged heavy punch, really good. Why is this really good? Well, it lets us dash up, charge towards heavy kick, boom. Obviously, you could kill there, right? So this is a really good option. You go into this. That's a little risky because it loses to light DP. Charge sweep, not terrible. Knocks him kind of far away. Right? Doesn't get you a ton. You can do like stuff like this, and that hits meaty. But for the most part, I'm just going to say charge heavy punch, and that's your Oki ender, okay? Because otherwise you end this thing with like Gladius, and now look how far away he is. He got away for free, right? He didn't have to guess on the knockdown at all. So now you just have to win neutral. Okay, this dude sucks. At this point, you should just go, you know what? I'm just going to let this guy get to full screen because he's just going to do some dumb burn knuckle, and I'm going to get a free punish. Nice anti-air. Okay. Burnout is tough. Okay, cool. That's fine. That's fine. We closed it out. Okay, that's negative. So here's the thing, right? This is the thing they added. If the screen doesn't shake, Terry is not plus. Okay? So you block burn knuckle. Did the screen shake? No, that means you're plus. So take back your turn. Press jab. That definitely could have been an anti-air, right? We have plenty of time there. You have plenty of time to see this. So a couple options here. Neutral jump, medium punch. Excellent. For me, maybe my Gladius would get thrown here because I'd probably try to Gladius. But that's a bad habit a lot of people have, is you're late on an anti-air and you just tap parry. Now, it can be good, but it can also get you, punish counter thrown. And there's what I was talking about. You wake up with the OD Scutum, and now you had, you're only missing a bar and a half. Like, this is fine, There go 3 bars. Now you only have a bar and a half. Yikes. Right? We're mashing. Generally don't want to be mashing to wake up. And now we're in trouble. Yeah, I think something that might help, and it's tough to say to unbind the button, but like, maybe until you break the habit, unbind the button. Like if you have it set to parry set to 1 button, maybe unbind it just to break the muscle memory. Okay, again, did the screen shake? No, so Terry is not plus. So take your turn back. Press jab. Right? So, like, again, if you just know this, you know, he's blocking. Okay. This guy's like, oh, come on. No. No. You're breaking my heart. You're shaking my confidence daily. Right? Like, what are we doing? Like, this is what you play this game for. What are we doing? Like, please do the big punish. This is actually level 3 if you want it. Level 3. Right? But we cannot do charged heavy punch into medium OD Dima. Are you kidding me? You got nervous. Then just do the stand heavy kick combo that you did before. Okay, I want to show you. I want you to see something too, because you did stand heavy kick earlier, right? So this combo that you do here, that you drop 33-30, right? The combo you did before, where you just did stand heavy kick, even if I do the crappy thing you did, like, that's still more damage than you got. And it's the same meter investment. You know? And it would definitely build level 3. So, like, you could do something like this, you know, and then boom. And that's, you know, it's almost 60%. You could do something like that. But we can never, ever do charge heavy punch into medium. Like, never, ever, ever. Never do it. You know what I mean? Like, just can't do it. Good anti-air. This guy's a nut job. He keeps doing that. Okay. What happened to your drive gauge? Okay. Low here. Okay. Anti-air. Then we do OD phalanx. Why? Again, this is where we got to be paying attention to stuff, right? So what did I say in the last game, or round 1, or whatever? I think I said in round 1, was I would just let this guy go to full screen. Because every time this guy's at full screen, what does he do? He just does that. So, like, all you have to do here is, like, okay, you anti-aired him. He's at full screen. Okay, fine. I blocked it, whatever. Or just wait and do Gladius. Armor it. Into level 3. You know. But you got to know it's coming, and Phalanx isn't going to beat it. Then you burn yourself out. That's a mistake. Right? You'd, like, wake up with OD Gladius, which is never going to work. Good anti-air. Ooh, nice. Hold it. Sure. Okay, just wait for him to do the stupid burn knuckle, because he's going to. Okay. We're kicking butt. Just wait for him to back up and do burn knuckle. Neutral jump. There we go. You parried. You could have got thrown. He's going to block this. Nope. He tried to do a button. Okay. The game's okay, right? Nothing wrong with it, I guess. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty normal at the level you're at. I mean, nothing about it. The main thing, though, is, like, did you pick up, and I know this game is, like, yesterday or whatever, but as you're going through this, you should be able to pick up that this guy, okay, drive rush in like a goon. Don't spend that. Crazy. Talk about this decision here. You're just, like, standing, and then you're like, let me do OD Gladius. Let me OD Gladius whips. You know what I should do? I should push DI. Chill. And okay. Can we do the optimal combo here, please? Like, please? Charge back heavy. I say as I screwed up. Charge back heavy into back heavy. Okay, combo I would do there, 35-30. What do you do? 29-40, and we're Soki. Just saying. Good anti-air. But, okay, you're reacting to this really fast. My YouTube profile pic is a doodle that one mathematician in the 1600s, 1700s did about another contemporary mathematician that he didn't like, that a friend of mine thought looked like me. That is my YouTube profile pic. But here you are, so it's like, okay. You do this, right? If you're reacting this fast, like, let me show this, okay? If I just push medium punch here instead of charge back heavy, but all the time I try to... That's because you're doing the back heavy too late. You're doing the first one too late. But if... Here, I'm just going to show you something. If I push medium punch when you push jab, guess what? It connects, and I just get a knockdown. So, like, you're reacting fast enough to anti-air with jump medium punch. Try to do that. But here, yeah, I'll show you this, since you're asking about it. You're talking about this is happening. I can't even screw it up. I'm too good. You're talking about that's happening to you. That just means you're doing the first back heavy punch too late. You can buffer this for quite a while. It's like as soon as the camera pans back to normal, like once it zooms back in on, like once it zooms out, just start charging back heavy punch. You will never miss it. But you leave a lot of damage on the table there. You also don't need to spend the drive rush. Just do regular charge heavy punch. Okay. Last couple times you've air-to-air this guy with jump jab, he's backed up into burn knuckle, right? So, like, let's anticipate that that's what he's going to do this time, too. You also are way too buttonsy on defense. You're in Master now. Assume people have meaties, right? Like, assume that they have some Oki that's going to be real. It's okay to challenge every once in a while, but you're kind of just losing a lot. Okay, there's another OD Scutum. Again, I don't want to... say this too much, but like if he throws you here, you're just burnt out, and it's going to be very hard for you to win. Okay, again, if at the same timing that you're doing jump light punch, and look at this, I'm rewinding it, so I'm putting it at the same time. I'm not doing it any earlier. If I just hit medium punch instead of light punch, okay, there it traded. Okay. I know it's full screen, right? But from here, like, if you just walk back and hit medium punch, that whiffs. You see here, like, I don't know how you got hit here. Like, what are you trying to do? You're trying to do Scutum? Like, just block it, dude. Like, just block it. Just block it. That's all I'm going to say. Just block it. And that's just for game. Oh, okay. Now, if you're going to jump, come down with a button, right? Like, you jumped here. Sick. Now come down with a button. You can't kill. But... I don't think you can kill. I'm almost certain you can't kill. But... come down with a button. Don't just, Okay. Yikes. What did you try to do here? You jumped. I'm confused. Like, just for future reference, Terry's tackle is very negative. Right? You do stuff like that. But honestly, I probably would have just done this and just bet the farm that I could DI him. Because that's about my only win condition from there. But just food for thought. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, Henry, you just need to make sure that you're making decisions and you're not falling into habits, okay? Because falling into habits will get you killed, right? Like, that's what we don't want, right? We do not want to just do stuff out of habit. You don't want to be like, oh, this is my panic option, right? That's not what we're looking to do. We want to make decisions. Okay. It's a decent jump in. Again, screen didn't shake, so take your turn back. Okay. Okay, don't end this with Gladius. You drop the controller. I was dropping the combo. Okay, yeah, that happens. Sometimes you're like, oh, I lost. You set it down. That makes sense. That makes sense. I get that. Okay, this combo. Let me look at this. Okay, so this route I'm okay with. I still might just opt to do charge heavy punch to save the drive gauge. You know, because you get to do stuff like that. But if you're going to spend this, let me actually end player control. If you're going to spend this, a much better ender. Okay, so just from damage perspective, that's 30-80. Just hold up and do jump medium punch. It doesn't even lose 100 damage. But you can just like walk forward afterwards. So you can just go like this, and then you just get really good Oki. So you can get like strike throw shimmy. Or when he lands, you just hit, you start charging towards heavy kick. So it's like, oh, he landed towards heavy kick. Boom. Boom. Big damage, right? Instead, he's backing way the heck up. And now, again, you got to pick up on these habits, right? You air-to-aired him with this. What has he done the last 3 times you've done this? He's done Burn Knuckle. And what have you done? You did OD Phalanx again, which didn't work last time. You know, deja vu. And then we do Scoot him again. Okay. Okay, that's fine. What are we going to do? Okay. Let's talk it through. You did have enough drive to do the regular combo. Right? So, like, you could have just killed there. You definitely need to go for Oki. Oki is always more important than damage in this game. Always. Okay? You could have killed here, by the way. Even with the combo that you did, you could have killed. Or with the starter that you used. But personally, right, like, if you see this DP whiff, I think definitely we can kill without I don't think we can kill without spending any super. But we definitely don't need to spend I think level 1 here connects and kills. Just barely doesn't kill. That's insane. So you'd have to spend level 2. Which is a little unfortunate. But you could have killed. And saved a bar. If you knew the right route. But even still here, we got to do something better than this. Right? Okay. Something to know. This has a ton of whiff recovery. Maybe not a ton, but like you can absolutely see this whiff and punish it. Right? You're like, oh, it's gonna hit. It's gonna whiff. Boom, right? It's like if he's whiffing Burn Knuckle. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, DI there is really risky. What are we doing? Why are we doing OD Gladius? Now you have to sit here and eat this. Wake up level 3. Just do it. Okay, scoot him. Okay. Just be patient. Or mash. One or the other. And he mistimed his meaty. Okay. He didn't have a setup. He should have had a setup. He didn't. That happens. Okay. We get air flip. Did you just do OD Gladius whiff into OD Gladius? Chill. Okay? Just chill. Okay, again, you're letting him just get away with anything on Oki. Okay? So what can you do here? Let's plus 31. I get you don't want to do drive. You don't want to do drive rush because you don't want to be that close to burnout. I think that's reasonable. Okay, I think not doing drive rush here is reasonable. Just do a slight delay towards heavy kick, right? Just do a slightly delayed charge towards heavy kick. Boom. Get a big combo into level 3, right? So that's one thing that you can do. Second thing you can do, I think, is this. I just made a video on this. You think I could remember it? I think it is whiff, crouch, jab. And then into just a regular towards heavy kick for a frame kill. I think that works, yeah. Yeah, that works. Hits meaty. Maybe that's not the frame kill you want to do. Yeah. Back recover. Again, you're mashing on wake up. Again, we got hit by the spacing trap. Woke up with Scootum. I like the regular throw there, actually. And now we're just doing stuff. I mean, and then he throws you, yeah. Game over, right? So it just becomes a game of like, what are we doing? All right, let's look at game 3. What we should be realizing is like, okay, this dude does some random DPs. Anytime he's at full screen, he's either going to drive rush in or he's going to do burn knuckle. Either way, just hold the space. Okay, there's the fireball. There's the burn knuckle. And now the screen did shake and you mashed on it. You see how the screen shakes here? It's hard to tell because the parry kind of obscures it, I guess. Okay, so general rule, people are plus when they hit you. Very few moves in modern fighting games, modern Street Fighter especially, are negative on hit. Yet you keep mashing after he hits you. Okay, follow-ups here might be weird. No, okay. Again, do better enders. I've got a gajillion videos on my channel going over Oki. Learn the Oki. I promise it will make you win more. What are we doing? Never burn yourself out with this, please. Unless it's going to kill. Okay, level 1. Now if you block anything, you're burnt out, though. You're burnt out, and you're going to eat... I mean, you're mashing on hit. Mashing on hit. No good. Okay, take your turn back. Okay, he's done this before. Please tell me we didn't meet him again. What was your excuse this time? Oh my goodness. And this is like the most scaled awful combo in the world. Please tell me you don't burn yourself out here. Okay. It's not a bad reset. Finally that worked for you, I guess. Okay, so needless to say, he's dead here. I'm not quite sure what the route should be. Probably this. I take it back. Maybe he isn't dead here. Nah, he's definitely dead here, right? Okay, so he's not dead here. But that's still the wrong starter. I like the reset, though. I do like the reset. But if you would have just started with stand heavy punch instead, right? If you would have just gone like this, and then done the exact same thing. Nope, still not low enough for him to kill. I was curious. So if you did this, that reset would have killed. So just things to keep in mind. And then you win off of the armor. Okay. And he jumped it. And he doesn't punish it. It's incredible. Okay, woke up with armor again. And then no Oki again. Okay. Okay. Please just sit back and wait for him to do something. Like, Oh my goodness. This dude's playing like such an idiot. This dude's salty too. And now we're going to die. And now we level 1 even though he's backing up. Okay, so what are the biggest things you need to work on, Henry? 1, pattern recognition. Okay, understand what people are looking for. Number 2, and the easiest thing to work on is just Oki. Pick better combo enders, learn Oki setups. Okay, that's about all I got for you there. Right, that's all I'm going to tell you on that one. Oki is the key to everything. Pattern recognition also the key to everything. Okay, next up was in the stream last time is Salaryman. So a couple of these, he sent me 3 replays. A couple of these were from late June, and then latest one you can see from early or mid-July, I guess, a couple weeks ago. I'm going to start with the oldest, which I think is this one. Okay, like I said, I'm maybe this will make it into a YouTube video. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. But either way, you'll have the stream VOD to go back and look at, so it should be okay. So we're playing Marisa in a Blanca here. I wish there was an answer to this, but this button just is annoying. Like, you just get spacing trap after spacing trap, right? Here, though, again, is a situation where pattern recognition is super important. So you block this, we block this, he jumps. Okay? Was this in response to the jump or the jump landing? I think that's supposed to be Gladius, I imagine. The secret, if you're ever trying to get Gladius after this, is you have to rock to back first. So if I don't, you're going to get Superman Punch a lot. But if you rock to back here and do a half circle, you'll get the Gladius. So that's just something to note. Okay, we use the +3. Hit confirm this, please. Okay, so this is, we got, right, we this hits. So now let's hit confirm this thing into Odidima. Let's go into a safe jump. Right, like let's just do that. You know what I mean? It's like having good Oki and hit confirming this. Instead, we end in Gladius and we don't even drive rush in. So now it's like, oh, let's play neutral, I guess, against him. Okay, and then we go into Gladius again. And okay, let's just play neutral. I'm not even going to drive rush. We've spent 0 drive gauge in this round so far, by the way. That's kind of the whole point of this game, is spending drive rush or spending drive gauge. And we're getting command grab because we woke up with a DI. Also, you didn't back rise this. If you just back recover this, we're fine. You know? Command grab is reactable. That's what you're supposed to do on this. It's slow enough that you can jump it on reaction if you're paying attention. Blanca's on throw into the corner. Good. Do we have Oki? Okay. So back throw into the corner. Marisa can do dash up towards heavy kick into Gladius, right? You can also drive rush cancel this. And with this much drive, I almost certainly would. And then it hits, I can convert into a combo. So like you can hit confirm this and be like, oh, it hit, stand medium kick, back heavy punch. You know, let's get a kill. But we have to be taking Oki. We absolutely have to be. Yeah, DI there is a little scary. That's the word I'll use. That's rough to know. Okay, that doesn't combo. Just do the right combo. Okay, here you can just take your turn back. Right? But at least we're spending some drive gauge. DI and no combo. Okay. I'm going to tell you this right now. Okay? I'm going to tell you this right now. So first off, dubious on the OD Gladius. But you hit the DI. Okay? Great. I think this is a kill. I'm pretty sure this is just a kill, right? Yeah. Boom. We're dead. Possibly command grab kills here, probably, actually. No meter spent? No meter spent, right? Like, he's dead. So, if we just know to do dash and then know the right combo, he's just dead. Secondly, there is not a shot that against a 1300 player that I'm not just going into DI. Right? Like, I promise you they're not buffering super. If they're modern, probably, but, like, a classic Blanca is not buffering super here in Burnout. He's just not doing it. Okay, something to think pattern recognition, what I was just talking about at the start with the heavy punch and then jump, is you do this twice in a row. Right? Where you do charge Gladius and then you jump. And it's like the same exact situation. You just sit still. If you're not going to go into DI, just sit still. If you think he's going to try to jump out, then anti-iron. Spam DI, get off me. Sure. And then we're mashing on wake up. I imagine that was supposed to be level 2. It just didn't come out. That happens. Okay. Again, I'm not sure if that was supposed to be Gladius or not. Okay, good anti-air. That's fine. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. Now this time it hits, right? So it's a little bit different. But it still is the case of he jumps after this heavy punch. Do we back recover the throw? No, we don't back recover the throw. So again, you got to back recover the throw. Like you, you get grabbed. Like just, you know, you do it with throw. You can do it with. I always do it with. I always do this. Boom. You know. But you got to back recover here. Otherwise, you just eat way better Oki. Mashing on wake up or trying to jump out or whatever. I don't know. Okay. Sure. Wake up level 3. That's fine. He's going to burn him out, right? Or close. Dang close. Okay. Again, 1367. I might expect level 1 here. But for the most part, drivers into medium punch. And we can just kill him if we confirm it, so. If he does level 3, he does level 3. But you can see there, he like, okay. Nice, we're fine. And then I don't know what's happening there, okay? That's just kind of random feeling. So next game, presumably from the same session. You're using that towards heavy kick a lot. Okay. Back recover the throw, please. It's like you're not back recovering the throw. It's like you're back recovering everything but the throw. Yeah, you kind of just got to respect. Okay, there we go. Good. Confirm it, please. Okay, why did we do this? What did this beat? To me, it's like if they level 3, they level 3. I'm not going to worry about it, right? Because like if I get hit by it, I get hit by it and they win. But if I don't, if I'm so scared to get hit by Oki or get hit by reversal level 3, it's like I can't win. So I have to just disrespect it at some point. You know, and that player had done nothing to show you that that's what they were thinking. They didn't super your DI attempts. They didn't revert. They didn't even do like an OD up ball on wake up. They weren't playing hyper aggressively. There was nothing about the way this player plays that makes me think that he's going to be mashing level 3 all the time. Just nothing about it. this is a bad decision, right? Charging OD, doing OD Gladius there is like, why are we doing it? Okay, I don't hate that. Like, I don't love it, obviously, but, like, I don't hate it. Yeah, get anti-aired, of course. Okay, challenge. Do we have Oki? Dash isn't the most real thing there. So here, you're +4. I'm not entirely sure. I think towards medium punch might be good sometimes. Stand heavy kick, I think beats what he does here. Towards heavy kick is going to knock him out of the air. Stand heavy punch should knock him out of the air. That's just one of those Labbit situations. Alternatively, this is going to be negative. So, like, if you just walk up and block, like, this whiffs, and you can really punish here. Maybe not that hard, but, like, you can certainly whiff punish that. Just get a little over aggressive. That's why. Just get hit. Doesn't really matter that much. Okay. Sure, you're going to hit Barra Slide. Again, we have to be back recovering everything. This is, we have to be doing it. That needs to be an anti-air as well. You're doing nothing but crouch blocking. Like, just hit heavy punch. Right, like, you're sitting here. Oh, he jumped. Like, just hit heavy punch. Blanca doesn't have, like, this great jump normal. I mean, it's not terrible, but, like, you can hit this thing pretty late against Blanca. Like, I'm not hitting it until he's coming down. Or you can hit it pretty early. It's like, oh, he's halfway up. I can hit it. Like, this is a pretty decent button against Blanca's regular jump. Don't need to be super worried. Okay, again with the OD Gladius. Not a huge fan of spending it there. You're doing Gladius from too far away. Okay, I get it. You're kind of anticipating that, like, oh, I'm doing it because he's going to walk forward. But, like, you see how early you're doing Gladius here? Like, you're sort of you're doing it because you're like, oh, he's going to walk into it. But, like, you're not letting him get into the range where this is good. Like, if you just waited until he was actually, like, if you waited to start it till he was right here, that's a lot better. Because now he might actually catch a button, right? As it is, he's going to back off. It gives you nothing. Now, he jumps and he gets caught by it. Okay, that's not a bad option. DI there doesn't make a lot of sense. Let me just take your turn back. Just push medium punch. He's not plus, right? Or just walk back. Just walk back. Push medium punch, right? Does he jump here? Okay, he did jump. He jumped back. Okay. You've baited. That's another super you've baited, by the way. So that's another time that you've not gone for Oki because you're worried about wake up super or something. And he still hasn't done it. Just to point that out. This is always negative, by the way. If he doesn't do OD, jump back ball is always negative. Usually always punishable. Right, so like you see this. We are +4, so like you can jab this. It's hard to get the timing out of the replay takeover. But you absolutely can do this. And then do a better combo under than that. But you absolutely can take your turn back there. Okay, rough. There's the jump. And now he kills you. Got a little impatient. Again, big thing there for me, and I think this is true for a lot of people, right, is your game sense isn't bad, okay? You're just kind of not playing the game right. Like, this is a very aggressive game. And you have to take Oki, okay? So, cool thing, right? One, just be confirming this, please. So on block, just go into that. And if you think he's going to sit there, go just charge it then. This will catch Blanca ball, too. This will catch his OD Blanca ball unless he delays it by a ton. right? That's not bad. Gladius from there. Okay, so the range you want a Gladius at, that's a good Gladius. That's a good one. Gladius here. That's a good Gladius. That's a good Gladius. Hard for him to walk back out of the light one. Right? But you walk back first, and then you do it, and now it's just never going to hit. Also, you do a lot of medium Gladius. I think generally you want to do light or heavy. Okay, what do we got for the combo? Please tell me. Don't do medium punch. Oh, why does everybody do medium punch all the time? Okay, so I think this is a win. Maybe not with the meter you have. But oh my gosh, I'm terrible. I can't do a DP on the left side or the player 2 side. Okay, so I can't do that from there. Well, this will kill now because he got hit by it. But that's all guaranteed because he has no super meter there. So just food for thought. Instead, you go for this. That's at least a decent setup. Okay, jab, 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 boom, boom. Okay, mistimed Remedy. Okay, that's fine. That's not good. Like, all you had to do was not burn yourself out, and you were fine. Hey, we won a round. That's good. Yeah, I know medium punch is the first combo you learn, and it should be the first combo you learn. It should be the first block string you learn too, right? That's how I taught Ludwig. Was I just had him work on confirming that, right? Put the bot on random and just medium, and if they block, go into like Gladius, and if they hit, go into medium Dema. And then once he got better at that, I was like, okay, now we're gonna go into OD Dema, right? And that's what we did. And that was the first thing that we learned. Okay. Now he's playing like nuts, just to screw with you. And again, we do it again. You lose so much damage. So much damage. See, now he's playing more like a Blanca player. Okay. Obviously, that could have been counter DI. Now we lock. Okay. Here it's okay because anything will kill. So there I don't mind you doing something else. Okay, so what do we learn? Oki, please. Oki. Like, just do it. Learn it. Combo conversions. Big deal. But seriously, like, just Oki. Just drill the Oki. I promise. I promise it will help. Right? I promise. You just work on it. You do it. Like, that's all I can say. Okay, that's all I can say. Like, just drill the Oki. Okay. Now, this is a little bit higher level player. So this is a player that took a big break out of the game and now is in High Master. Okay. So they, you know, hello, Amma. I will get to your stuff again. I do want to do a video on your stuff. I'm not sure if you got a ton out of your notes or the stuff that I went over the other day. Like I said, I just feel like other people were asking stuff in chat, and I maybe wasn't doing as good of a job as I wanted to. So that's what I'd say. But, I mean, obviously, I'm not trying to tell you that I did a bad job, but it wasn't maybe as focused as I wanted it to be. So this is catatonia. Catatonic, catatonic, probably is how I would pronounce it. Okay. That's a decent option there, I think. What I would say is if they're just trying to play around, I don't hate throwing this out here. Or just any of those matches. I've downloaded a bunch of them, so I probably would just look at different ones. Or if there's a different player you want me to look at, that would be completely fine. Right? So here we're going up against a High Master Kim. Playing a little patient. I like throwing out the Phalanx here. Gets whiff punished. That's fine. You got health. It lets you know a little bit about what they're looking for and about what they're trying to do. Average data. Okay. That's not too bad. Okay. Okay, hasn't tried to whiff punish the Gladius at all. That's good. I like that. Playing the game. I'm going to say, though, right now, the option I would be picking a lot against this Kim player, I like that we anticipated the slide, but the option that I would be picking a lot against this Kim right now is this. That's the option I would be picking a lot. Just to try to force them to not play so far back. That's a good whiff punish, though. I love that. That's really nice. You don't need to drive rush here. So one of the benefits of doing this Quadriga as a knockdown is you don't need to drive rush. You can just dash up and do the towards knee. Right? You just do dash and then just do this into Gladius. And that's a good option. Yeah, the main thing, if combos are just kind of screwing with you and you just sit in training mode, put the bot on random block, or, you know, just do them just mindlessly. Like, just, you know, both sides of the screen, just make it muscle memory. I mean, that's really all you can do is just zone out, you know? People talk about that, like, when they're playing guitar or, like, whatever. You just sit there and you just hold the guitar unplugged, you know, electric guitar, and you just kind of make the chords and you just play. No one can hear anything. But, so take advantage of this. Don't be so careless with your drive gauge. Like, this is fine. Now, I probably wouldn't have done this ender. I think probably charged heavy punch is what you want to do here. Right? And then into this. And then we can get some Oki, and our drive gauge comes back. Instead, you spend it, and now we only have a bar. Oh, shoot. Now we have no bars. That sucks because the Kim player just screwed up their media timing there. I mean, this is not like a setup. Like, they just screwed up, and you were right on the level 1. So that kind of sucks. Okay, heavy. I like that. You're like light whiffed last time. Let me do heavy. Okay, that's good. I mean, this is what I'm saying. Like, if they want to play way back here and, like, not even try to whiff punish your Gladius, you know, I mean, you do Gladius here, right? Heavy Gladius, heavy Gladius. They're not biting, right? I might try to do something like that. They walk into it, right? I might try to, like, do a charge heavy Gladius just to see what they're doing, if they're paying any attention at all, because it sort of doesn't seem like it. Okay, there's the drive rush. You can afford to take the throw. We're being a little overactive on defense. Right? And you're dead, I think, if she does the right combo. That's not the right combo, but I think with 2 bombs here, you should just be dead, right? I'm going to make myself look stupid here because I don't know the routes. But it's something like this, right? Where you can go like, into launch. Something like that, right? I don't know. It's something like that though, right? Where you can like delay this, do like the crouch heavy punch, and then obviously this isn't the point. No one wants to watch me do Kimberly combos. But I think there is a combo to kill here. If you're Kim, send it to Broski, send it to the combo doctor. Because I think there certainly is a combo to kill here, but Kim gets Oki here, and we get hit by it. Overall, what got us killed there was just pressing on defense too much. I mean, that's really what it was. We just pressed on defense entirely too much and too often. Kind of gets us shredded. It's unfortunate, but it happens, obviously. Okay. We're playing a little buttonsy. Nice. Get perfect parried. Punished for having meaties. My favorite genre of Street Fighter. Okay. Just in case we didn't know, Kimberly crouch medium kick is plus on block. So you got kind of lucky there. Just so we know. Okay. Nice anti-air. Nice throw. What do we do for Oki? I think it's okay. I think walk-up's a little odd. I think you can just play that game. Or drive rush throw loops I think are really good too, actually. You know? I say as I failed to time it 18 times in a row. But that's good. Otherwise, just doing drive rush heavy punch here, I also think is a good option. Walk up is, you know, I mean, obviously it worked for you. So I'm not going to complain too much or criticize too much. It worked, so do it. Okay. You were early there, huh? Is that what happened? That's what it looked like to me. Yeah. You just were one frame too early on that. Otherwise, it would have worked. Get hit. Da-da-da. Okay. You got to confirm that into... That was weird looking. What happened there? I definitely got hit there. I definitely did not tech that. Okay. Do we kill? We do kill. Cool. Not exactly the optimal combo, but it got the job done. Okay, command grab, sick. Something to note though. You don't have to drive rush here to do this. Right? Like, you can just dash twice. You don't have to drive rush. And to do that, you just dash twice. Save yourself a bar. That's fake, but I don't mind it. Okay, you could have killed here. Like, just from here even. Charge, crouch, heavy punch. Well, you don't even need to charge, crouch, heavy punch. Just do the easy version of the combo. Just charge level 1. Right? That always worked. So you charge level 1, you win. Or crouch, heavy punch, and charge level 1, and you win. I don't know that I'm doing that with this gigantic of a life lead. But I'm also just not burning myself out. So, like, also you could have just killed here. I do believe that this just kills. No super necessary. Which is why we always route into OD quad. Because it just shreds. So, no super necessary. You did the combo routing wrong. I don't know if you win this round. I hope you do. Okay, you win the round anyway. But you should have won it sooner. Okay, finally we get whiff punish for Gladius. Okay, overheaded. Now we're just getting mashed on, anti-aired. Spending too much. Okay. We get it. Okay, so you've done that, like, way too much. Okay? Like, I'm all for using normal, regular throw, and I think it should be something you do. But you have done that just constantly. Right? Like, if you just do normal stuff here, like, who knows? You probably just win. Right? But you've gone for, like, delay tech, like, bait so much on Oki that it just becomes, you know, and you can't shimmy there off of that. So, okay, we're good. We went for throw again. Something else that I should tell you is a really good Oki option for us now is this. I say as I miss it. It might not work from this knockdown, but, like, that's a really good Oki option for us now. Is drive rush crouch medium kick into towards medium punch. This should work. I think you're just late though on the stand heavy on the throw. So if you just throw immediately, this should connect. No, apparently not. I might have been late too though. And reversal gets baited. So, and now it's hard to win because now you can't do a whole lot good. You know? Now you can't do a whole lot that's good. Like, it's hard to win. Good tech. Get whiff punished. Overhead. So, again, what happened? We got burned because we were a little too active on defense. Right? So that's, I guess, the thing there. Is you're like, again, we got to work on real Oki. I would like to see more drive rush button in neutral as, like, an approach option if people are trying to play super far back, just to try to force the issue. Be like, okay, you don't want to engage with Gladius, fine. Then I'm going to try to make you check drive rush. And then just be a little more patient on defense. You know, commit to blocking more. It'll help. I mean, it's okay to wake up with it sometimes. Like, waking up with level 3 isn't, like, a terrible idea or a bad option. But it's not a great one for Marisa just because it can get baited so hard. And get baited so dang hard. I wanted to see... I don't know if you're still in chat. Who was that? Was that Hera? Hera wins. I don't know if you're still in chat because you filled out the you filled out the match request form. I just wanted to help these other people first because they were kind of earlier on the in the queue, basically. So I apologize that I did not get to this until now. But I'm getting to it now. So we got GPE9 TDWUL. 1900 Manon. Jeez. Who even knows if I'll be able to help you? Almost a 2K Manon. I don't know. Okay. So first thing that I would say is that's a really committal option, right? Okay. Like the reset. Or we're just scamming people. Okay. Sure. I mean, I don't know what you want for feedback here. I guess the feedback here is even 1900 2K players play like nut jobs occasionally. And we get the 5th medal. Sick. Okay. I'm just watching at this point. What's there to say? Sagat didn't confirm stuff. Good whiff punish. Good reaction. Reset again? I would have thought so too. If I was the Sagat player. So I'll look up the next two, but I'm not really sure what the point of this is. 8L 6JF S8PE. Yeah, I mean, like, we'll see, I guess. But to me, it's like, this kind of is not the point of this. I guess. That's a good option against this. There we see. Now we're playing a little more grounded, a little more steady. Okay, so real takeaway from this though is I think there's a tendency to see people that have way more MR than you and to think that they're just like god gamers and you could never do it. And not to say that there isn't stuff going on underneath the hood in this, right? But there's a big difference between this and Evo Grand Finals, you know? Wait, go. See, that should be bait. Nope. We tried to throw it. That's a good answer. And that goes over lows. So we just throw it an overhead. Sure. So definitely glad I didn't do these right away. And sure. I'll post it in chat. Although if you're just I'll say this. Don't do what this guy did, okay? Please. Do we at least lose the third game? I'm just curious. Here, I'll post the link in chat. I'll post the link in the chat. Although, just so you know, I probably won't get a chance to do this again until Yasmin comes out. So on this one, probably don't fill out a bunch of the actual replays. Just because I won't actually... GSQ TG VMEL. Okay, so we win this one again. So I guess I'm just going to give this player what they want, which is, oh my God, look at the footsies. Wow. Okay, yeah, that's really smart. That's really smart. Yeah, good tack. Good tack. Okay. What do we do on defense? Okay, yeah, good challenge. Really good challenge. Yup, mixed up, sure. Yup, of course, great Oki. Command grab? No. Still just, wow, dude just eats it? Okay, yeah, you know, super doesn't matter. Who cares? Yeah, sure, sure. Oh my gosh, good, yeah. Take the throw, for sure. Oh, counter DI, sick, 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 sick. Fighting game god, dude. So good. Oh, sick mix. Cross up, awesome. Sick mix. Dude, you're so good. This is awesome. There you go. Sure. Special moves? Sure. Challenge. Nice. Good conversion. Okay, who cares? He's close to burnout. Oh, anti-air. Sick. Yup. Make him think the command grab's coming. Burn him out with the level 2. Perfect. Dude, you're so good. Oh my gosh. You are so good. Wow. Yeah, who cares? Who cares? You're just going to scoop him. There's -5. You can punish this probably, right? No? Yup. Mixed? Who cares? You just wait for the... Wake up level 2? Just run away, man. Who cares? Who cares? You got the next round. Who cares? You're going to scoop him. You're going to scoop him and he's going to die. Dude, I can tell from, like, this Manon, the way you're playing Manon, you're just, like, you're probably really smart and good looking. You're probably awesome in bed. I can tell it just from how you play Manon. It's incredible. You're probably super rich, too. I mean, you got my vote for president. I don't care what your beliefs are. Just, you're so good at Street Fighter. You got my vote for president, dude. Hera 2028. I'm starting the campaign now. So I'm sorry, that was a little salty, but it was kind of a waste of everybody's time. I'm more than happy to engage with people. And I'm not saying that you can't be good and ask for help or whatever. But posting 3 replays where 2 of them where you're really... The first one, that you post, you're just stunting on somebody. You just command grab them like 5 times. I mean, what do you want me to say? Like, the point of this match analysis is to help people that are struggling. You're sitting here 2 KMR with Manon, and you're just, like, stunting on people. Like, that's not the point of this, So, I guess that's what I'm going to say. The idea is to help people. Now, if there's stuff that you actually want to look at, I guess that's what I would say is the point isn't like, oh man, I can have everybody see how good I am at Street Fighter on stream. Isn't that cool? Right? Like, I get, we should focus on my analysis, how Manon can be really broke when piloted well. But even, like, saying when piloted well, it's like, what's the point of this? Like, you just, like, they're just guessing right. You know what I mean? Like, you're just guessing right. It's like, any character looks like that when you guess right. Okay, like, like, literally any character looks that way. Like, literally every character looks that way. I didn't want to go there. I wanted to go rankings. Like, let me just do, like, I mean, I'm sorry to like I'm kind of being a dick, and I don't really mean to be, but it just sort of seems like the point of that is to like let me just I'm not even gonna look at okay I'm gonna look here. Let's just look at some. Okay, let's see. You know, let's just watch ZZZ play Marisa. Let's see what this looks like. Eon, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate it. Right. But okay. Okay, big punish from Marisa. Get perfect parried, who cares? But it's like literally every character can have rounds like that. Like I guess that's nothing like, oh, focus on how like busted Manon can be when piloted well. It's like that's not about piloting well. You just picked 3 games where you guessed right all the time and woohoo. Like, you know what I mean? Okay, driver still here. So I don't know if anybody knows this, but let me do this. You actually can option select this and do a level 1 to punish driver, so on that cancel, which is a good option. But oh, wake up level 1. It whiffs. But like anybody can have games like that where you just like railroad somebody because you're guessing right, and you just feel like a god. Like it doesn't really matter. You know, that's not like, oh, Manon can be busted when piloted well. It's like, dude, any character can literally any player can pick out 3 games where you just did everything right and they just sucked. You know what I mean? Yeah, that actually is a punish though. Right? But like, okay. Getting a little greedy with the drive impacts. Okay, now we're just, you know, sending a prayer. But, okay, if you're watching this, though. Okay, get anti-aired. You know, get parried. Okay, convert into level 3, sure. But if you're going to take away anything from this, I think what you need to take away, to be honest with you, is that this is not like some unobtainable level of play. Right? Like, I don't know if you've ever had that with anything where you've sort of plateaued. And you just sort of get a number in your head and it makes things feel way different. Okay. Here is nothing we could really do. I kind of like going for the yeah, though. I think it's a good trade. You know. But like Manon can look like this too. What are you doing, Z? What are we doing? Oh my gosh. Let's not do the combos of the kill, huh? But yeah, everybody has games like that where you just sort of go crazy. You know? Okay, so I want to watch this and then I'm going to talk for a little bit and then we'll probably call it good for the night. Okay, take the throw. Who cares? Oh my goodness, this Manon's not even getting to play. Anti-aired? Look how busted Marisa is. Okay, that's actually that's a really stupid game to play in this matchup, I think. Against non-command grab characters, that's probably not a stupid game to play, but against command grab characters, that's a stupid game to play. Check the dash, sure. Yeah, I could maybe set something up. I don't know time zone. Probably not today. But I'd be open to setting some stuff up in like a custom room or something and just playing a little bit. I probably wouldn't play Marisa because I kind of hate the mirror. But I think it might be fun to do some like live coaching too on stream. If anybody'd be interested in that. I can maybe make a different Google form for that or something. But the main thing is just like, I think it might be fun to do that and just kind of show how I would teach somebody and coach somebody. You know, and play some sets. I do kind of want to download or make a video, and I'd have to do it soon, of just some of the games that I played Guile into Marisa against Ludwig, just because I don't want those to be like lost when the update comes. Like I said, not right now, but you know, I'm sure I'll stream again when Yasmin comes out. On probably, I don't know if that's Monday or Tuesday, but whenever that is, and that stream will probably just be like finding Oki and doing your combo trials and stuff. But I'll probably stream later that week too, and maybe we can set something up then. And again, I don't know. I think Philippine flag, is that right, from the Philippines? So I don't know what that connection is going to be like because I'm like, you know, U.S., like Midwest U.S. So I'm not sure what that connection would be like, but it might be fun to do, just to work with somebody live on stream. Yeah, so that stream I probably wouldn't want to do anything like that because I probably would just want to break down the patch and break down Yasmin and stuff. But maybe later next week. I'm enjoying streaming, you know. I think it's fun. Hopefully you got some stuff clipped that I can turn into a YouTube video. Otherwise, you know, 2 hours, 13, 15 minutes, something like that. OBS says I've been running for. I would say, you know, just everybody, thank you so much for stopping by. Everybody that followed or subscribed or anything like that, I appreciate it. If you have not followed on Twitch, I would love if you guys could do that. I'm trying to at least grow that following. You know, in order to like get monetized on there or whatever, I have to have like 4 streams with an average of like 4 viewers. So I don't know what that is. This is going to feel a little stupid, but if anybody is so interested, or at least interested in, excuse me, that QR code that I just had on screen, I realized I don't have a microphone when I'm in that scene. That's the QR code for my book, so I'm just going to leave that up on the screen for a little bit. And if anybody wants to check it out, they can. Again, don't feel, you know, pressured to purchase anything, but just, you know, read it, see if it sounds interesting. It's like a YA fantasy, but for me, the point of that book is just that it is sort of, it's not like proto-romance or anything like that. Like, I kind of want to take it back from, I kind of want to take fantasy back from the romantasy people, and just kind of actually have stories about people, you know, where romance isn't the soul of the plot. So again, thank you everybody. I really appreciate all the support. I will see y'all again on Monday whenever Yasmin and the patch drops. Peace.